Okay, so welcome back, and now we're going to talk about finding the area of a sector of a circle. So let's talk about area. Well, what's the area of a circle? The formula, right? Should know that. So the area formula for a circle is pi r squared, right? That's the area for any circle given a radius, right? Well, how do we find the area of a sector of a circle? Well, what's a sector of a circle? A sector of a circle is like a wedge of a circle. Okay, it's a pie piece, right? So it's not a complete circle. Well, if we know the area of a complete circle, we know that the sector of a circle is going to be a fraction of the entire circle. Okay, so if we know the area of a circle, then we know that if we want the area of a sector, we need to know what fraction of the circle that sector represents. Well, guess what? That's where the central angle comes in. So the central angle determines the sector of the circle. So, for example, let me just illustrate. So if I have a circle here, and I just have this, and I want to find the area of that sector. Okay, so this would be the sector. I want to find the area. Well, if I know theta, right, if I know the central angle here, then I can find what fraction of this wedge, or this sector is, of the whole circle by taking theta and either dividing it by, what, 360 degrees if I'm looking at degrees, or if I'm dealing with radians, it'd be the central angle divided by 2 pi. And so both of these would represent the fraction of the total circle, or the portion of the total circle that's encompassed by this sector. And therefore, to find the area of this sector, I take that fraction of the area. So I would take theta over 2 pi times the area, which equals what? Theta over 2 pi times pi r squared, which, oh, wait a minute, look at this. Pi's cancel, and so what do I get? I get the area of a sector is equal to what? Theta r squared over 2. Or half of theta times r squared. Okay. And that's how you get the area of a sector of a circle. So now, let's do an example. It says an automatic lawn sprinkler sprays a distance of 20 feet while rotating 30 degrees. Okay? So it sprays 20 feet at an angle of 30 degrees. So let's say this is the situation we have. Okay, let's say so let's say here's our sprinkler, and it rotates 30 degrees, and it sprays 20 feet. So the sprinkler system goes out as far as 20 feet, and it rotates back and forth 30 degrees as it's watering the lawn. So there's a situation. We want to know what's the area of grass that the sprinkler waters. Well, great. Well, since we're dealing with degrees, right? Since we're dealing with degrees, we're going to use this ratio. So that means the area of the grass, because it's now a sector of a circle, right? So the area of the grass equals theta over 360. Or actually, you know what? Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, so because we're dealing with degrees, we cannot, because again, we can't, because of pi, we're going to deal with radians. So we're going to convert this to radians. Okay? And then we can use this formula, because again, this formula assumes radians. Okay? So just to keep things simple, and without having to derive another formula, let's just stick with radians. So I'm going to change this 30 degrees to radians. Okay? Now again, if you know the conversion between degrees and radians, use it, or if you know what the measurement is just by memorizing it, that's great. Okay? So you've seen this a couple of times already with the unit circle. Okay? But let's go ahead and do it. So if I had 30 degrees, right? 30 degrees over 180 is equal to theta, the radian measure, over pi. And so what does this equal? Well, if I multiply both sides by pi, theta equals just 330 over 180, which reduces to 1/6 times pi. So this is going to equal pi over 6. Okay, so that's the measurement of the angle. But again, you might have already known that just by the fact that of dealing with 30 degrees, just like 60 degrees is pi over 3, right? So 30 degrees is pi over 6. So now what I can do is theta equals pi over 6. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to write pi over 6 divided by 2 times r squared, where what's r? R is 20 feet. So now again, I'm going to simplify this. This is pi over 12 times 20 squared, which equals 400. So this is going to be 400 pi over 12. And so what does that give me? That's going to give me approximately 104.72. So 104.72 what? Well, it's measured in feet. So this is going to be, and we're dealing with area, and it's squared. So again, it makes sense that we're going to get square feet. So the area of lawn that's being watered is 104.72 square feet. And that's it. Have a great day.